Welcome back to another cozy vlog. My name is Kristen. If you're new, if you're not new, then thank you so much for joining back in today. It's great to see you. We are on my front porch right now, and that is because I want to give a little bit of a fall makeover and a seasonal refresh. It definitely needs some TLC. There's a lot of weeding to be done, and if you've watched my previous fall decorating vlog, you know that I wanted to do it together with you guys anyway, so let's get right in. So this is the current state of the front porch, and before you get at me for the door, we are gonna exchange it next year into a like anthracite door, so the same color that we have here, and it will also have a window then. So the door is not gonna stay permanently, but you can see here there's a lot of weeding to be done. This area here, I usually have some tulips and little like crocuses in there in the springtime, but right now it's just weeds in all of this area here as well. We also have to do or redo the stairs, but that's probably a project for next year. And then these summer flowers are really done. You can see that they're kind of dead. The only thing that's really like salvageable, I think, are these petunias here. I will just put them in the garden. But everything else definitely needs a refresh. And I made the inside of our home so cozy with the fall decor, so I want the front porch or the outside to match it. So our broom has this little attachment. It would be better if this is metal. I'm not even sure this is what it's used for, but it actually works to get the moss off. So I've tried to clear the front porch out as much as possible. You can see it's pretty bare at the moment. I'm gonna fill this area here up with a little bit more stones. We have some in the garden. And then I removed some moss here and over there as well, at least as much as it was possible. But I think I'm gonna try with some vinegar and soda concoction to try to kind of like kill it off. But like I probably have mentioned before, we're gonna fill this whole area up with concrete next year anyway. But now we're gonna go into the backyard and we're gonna fill up some flower baskets. So we're at my planting table now here in the garden. Crystal built me this. It's actually also wood storage, to be honest. And I just want to show you these super beautiful baskets that I bought for I think half off at the garden center. So we have this like wicker baskets, and this one is square, and originally it was 19.90. I think I paid around 10 euros for this one. So we made an amazing deal on those baskets. They have this foil inside. I'm probably gonna cut a few holes in the foil because I want the water to be able to escape. Then I bought these two round baskets, and they have the handles here. And I think I paid 6.90 for one. They don't have the price anymore. But if I remember correct, these were 12.90 originally, and I paid 6.90 for them. That's such a good price. Then I purchased this plant here. I'm not sure what the name is. I think it's called Mühlenbeckia. It has these beautiful like round leaves. I love it, and especially in contrast to the mums. And speaking of the mums, I did buy 3 of those. They were 4.90 each. They have this beautiful like autumn pink, orange, rusty color. I think they're called papaya. It says papaya on here. I don't know. But I love them. They're so pretty. And then here is our first homegrown pumpkin of the season. The variety is called Turk's Turban, and it has this very pretty like intricate pattern here on the bottom. and I just harvested it this morning. You will see the harvest of this in the short. That's probably already up by now, but we're gonna use this on the front porch. I'm probably gonna do like a big pumpkin harvest in the middle to end of September. That is when we're also gonna transition the front porch to like full fall. I just want like an early fall vibe on there right now. And I was also thinking that would be very cool to use the corn stalks that of the corn that I grew myself on my front porch when we go for the full fall vibe. Like I will kind of like tie them to the sides of the front porch. That would be so pretty, I think, and very like natural rustic fall decor. And I'm just gonna cut some slits into this foil here. So I've cut a couple of like holes into the plastic. And these leaves that you see in here are from trees that I bought on the same day when I bought the baskets, because they had just so good deals in the garden center. Let me show you the trees real quick. So this is one of our new trees. It's called Judas tree, or also called cake tree or gingerbread tree. And the reason why they're called cake trees or gingerbread trees are when the leaves get like brown and they kind of like dry and fall off in the fall, then they give off a kind of like gingerbread cake, like very sweet aroma. And I have smelled that aroma and it smells so good. It's because they contain a substance that's called maltol. And yeah, that's why they smell like cake. Over there we have another one, and they actually get quite big. So I think they get up to like 6 meters or something. And those trees also have a super beautiful bloom in the spring. It's very like pink, and they just look gorgeous in every season, I think. And I'm gonna put like a picture on the screen right now to show you what they look like in spring. And then they turn this beautiful like auburn orange color in fall, almost like these chrysanthemums actually. So now, whoo, that came out easily. We just take these chrysanthemums and we're gonna put them in here. I think we need a little bit more soil. I'm also gonna put a little bit of these chicken manure granules that I always use when I'm gardening, just so they have enough nutrients throughout the fall growing season. And this is slow release fertilizer and it's organic, so it will release over the course of a few weeks to months. Let's do both of these. This is how they're looking. So gorgeous. Now one of these round baskets, I'm just gonna put a chrysanthemum in here. So this is how our containers are looking at the moment. I think they're so gorgeous. Just gotta water these in a little bit more, and then we'll take them to the front porch. Then this square container I'll put here. I think that it frames like the stairs so nice. And I put the other mums over there in the corner because I feel like we need a little bit of color there. And then I think I'll put the pumpkin, I don't know, do I put it here? Okay, I think we need to move this a little bit. This maybe? I think that's very cute. So far, I love how this is looking. Very early fall vibe here. I wanted to put this fall wreath here, but I feel like it's too orange for the decor, for the rest of the decor at the moment. So what I'm gonna do is I will take this wreath and I'm gonna go to our other backyard. We have 2 backyards basically. And I'm gonna cut off some rose hips and I'll put them into this wreath. So I think that will fit a lot better for now. And then when we transition to full fall decor, like I'm saying like full-blown fall, then I'll put this wreath. I have this brown craft wire and I'm just putting the rose hips into the wreath, and now I'm just gonna secure it a little bit with the craft wire. We do live in a very windy area, so I think it would be the best if I secure it a little. And I try not to have too much greenery, like green leaves on the wreath, because they're gonna go brown and fall off anyway. Yeah, that's perfect. And here I'll make a little bit of like a knot, but not too tight, of course, since it's wire. And then the rest I'll just put into these flowers because they're outdoor lights. They can be in the wet environment. Okay, I seriously love this so much. It's just so pretty. This just gives me a very early fall vibe. And I love these fairy lights. They're gonna be so good in the dark. And then the wreath is also definitely a favorite of mine. I personally don't feel like it looks Christmassy, but some people might think that, but rose hips are always very fall for me. And of course our little container here with the pumpkin. Wow. I am in love. Look at that sky. Hello, it is now a couple of days later. I forgot to film an outro the other day when I was filming the rustic front porch video. So here I am. I just want to update you guys on the wreath. You can see all of the greenery has dried up, and also the berries are actually kind of drying up, but they're still like holding on. So I probably have to refresh that at some point, or maybe I'll use like artificial rose hips in the future. But other than that, the porch is still looking great. I still love the pumpkins there. We just started renovating our bathroom, which is why there is like trash there right now. The flowers are actually starting to look a lot better. They looked a bit bad for a couple of days, like kind of pale and stuff, but now we have some new flowers coming here, which is amazing. And I just harvested summer pumpkins this morning, though they are actually culinary pumpkins, so I will not put them on the front porch. With the decorative pumpkins, I think I'll wait 1.5 to 2 weeks more to harvest them, and then we also transition it to full fall. But as always, if you have made it this far, then thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate that you take time out of your day to spend some time with me here on my channel. And so that being said, if you like videos like this or just in general content like this, then please consider subscribing or leaving a nice comment down below. And you can also find me on Instagram here. And thank you again for watching and spending some time with me. I hope you have the most amazing day. Never forget, you are worthy, you are loved, and I hope to see you back on my channel next time. Bye!